guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and I am wishing you all a happy new year because I was very naughty. I had every intention to put up a makeup tutorial for the new year. I had in my mind exactly what I was wanting to do and everything, and I just didn't do it. I just thought, you know what? Screw it. I spent all of my holidays with my boyfriend, my family, my boyfriend's family, and it was awesome. I'm just gonna jumpstart this year off with a good old makeup haul because I love makeup hauls. These are actually all the makeup products that I got for Christmas. Just before I jump into it, I do have a lot of makeup here because YouTube is now my full-time job, thanks to you guys for making that happen. Whenever it comes to my birthday or Christmas, etc, I do ask for a lot of makeup because I do not get a lot of PR, and PR, realistically, it helps your channel. Well, I find that it helps, but because I don't get a lot of PR, I just ask for a lot of makeup because, as I say, it just helps me out with my channel big time. Another wee disclaimer, last year I did one of these videos and I did get a lot of comments saying how spoilt I was and how materialistic I was and how Irish people are so spoilt. That was actually the main slag, basically, of how Irish people are so spoiled, and it was like, yeah, because what I get for Christmas defines an entire fucking country. On your bike, losers. Get out of here! So first things first, but without a doubt, the one eyeshadow palette that I really wanted to get for Christmas this year was one of the Beauty Bay palettes. And I'm sure most of y'all are probably thinking it has to be the James Charles palette. This is the Going Out palette in the middle of last year. It's so weird saying last year considering it was like a week ago. Beauty Bay actually came out with their own makeup line, which is really exciting. I really do think that is great. So the first ones that they came out with was 3 big giant palettes. They were like 42 colour ones or something. Then later in the year they came out with this one here. So this is the one that appealed to me more because it was the more different out of the 3 other ones. This is what she looks like here. Whenever I actually picked this out on the website, I didn't actually notice that all of the shades in this palette were actually shimmers. So if you are wanting to purchase this, do keep this in mind. Although in saying that, if you do look at the 4 corners, there is 4 matte shades in this palette. So they are just matte shades that will make the palette come together to create an entire eye look. So you have like a light skin tone shade, you have like a transition shade, and then you have these 2 darker shades at the bottom, and one of them is a black, which is really handy. But obviously, as you can see, they are all shimmers, but I personally think they're all very wearable shimmers. And then you obviously have your pops of colours as well. I was wearing this one on my eyes yesterday and it was absolutely beautiful, so I definitely have to give these a go in a tutorial. And these ones at the top here kind of actually look as if they're highlighters that could be actually used on the face, so I think this actually might come in quite handy for tutorials. I think we'll just stick with Beauty Bay, but this was actually sent to me in PR because I do get sent PR from Beauty Bay. This is actually a new palette of theirs. I don't know if it's actually pronounced something or if it's just pronounced EYN, but this is the Brights palette and this is a 9 colour palette. It is absolutely stunning. I honestly am so happy that the end of last year bright palettes were really making a comeback because I absolutely love bright eyeshadows, and especially because of the series that I'm doing at the minute, like the Disney villain series, they really do come in handy. So this palette has got a mixture of mattes and shimmers. So that one's a matte, and then the rest are shimmers. So I think we'll just swatch the red, the orange, and the green. Ooh. And I think we'll just swatch this wee shimmer one. This is the purple one down in the corner. Yep, love it, absolutely love it. Although it should be interesting to see how the red one actually blends out, because obviously if you're familiar with my channel and my makeup tutorials, I do struggle to find really good half decent red eyeshadows that are actually pigmented enough to actually blend out to be a true red, because I know reds can be quite tricky and the reds that I have in my collection do blend out pink. And thank you so much Beauty Bay for sending me this. So the next palette is the Urban Decay makeup palette. So, hold on. Kyle's brother's girlfriend actually got me this. What a wee sweetheart, honestly. I nearly died, to be honest, because I got her nothing. And I was like, oh my god. I've never been so affronted in all my life. And this is actually the first makeup palette I have ever owned. I don't own any of the makeup palettes. I don't know why. I just never really got round to actually purchasing them, and I'm absolutely loving the shades in this. I am really wanting to do for Valentine's Day coming up this year, like a lot of like pink and cranberry toned looks, and this palette clearly looks as if it is going to be absolutely perfect for that. Sticking with the palettes, I got the Belle Jordan palette. This is actually a palette that I did by myself, by the way. So I actually bought this in my local Boots last Saturday. Well, it wasn't my local Boots, it was the one in Ballymena, but whatever. Obviously, if you don't know, that Belle Jordan is a YouTuber here on YouTube. She is absolutely fabulous. I have followed her work for such a long time. I actually have tutorials here on my channel that have been inspired by her. YouTubers and people appear to be more if they're different. Like, she's very heavily tattooed, like her makeup style would be very grungy, and to me she's just very quirky and different. So she did collab with Obsession Cosmetics, and this is the eye palette that they did come up with. I'm especially loving these two shades here and this bronzy shade here. I know there's probably a lot of people, oh, dodgy nail, just use this one. I know there's probably a lot of people that their eyes just go towards this one, but I absolutely love these shades here and then this one here, and obviously that one's absolutely beautiful as well, but I just honestly cannot wait to play with this palette. So next up we have the Jordan Lipscomb palette. Kylie got me this one. So I was ideally wanting to get the 3, but obviously I was like a kid in the candy store and he was like, just one, Emma, just one. So I obviously had to get this one, and this one is Onyx. I was pronouncing it Oinks. But it's Onyx, and this one appeared to be the most out of all of them, even though the entire 3 of them is absolutely stunning. It's because of this yellow shade, and I have all my stickers on mine. So yeah, this yellow shade, I absolutely love wearable palettes like this with just like 1 or 2 pops of colour. Honestly makes such a difference, and it can make such a statement to an eye look. The 2 highlighting shades are beautiful. In the pan they do look extremely glittery, so if you're not really a fan of a glittery intense highlighter you might not like these, but honestly, the more you actually rub them into the skin, it just seems to melt in and just have such a nice sheen and glow to the skin. Like, they're not chalky and glittery and sparkly, and they don't just sit there. It's as if they just like melt and glide into the skin. They're absolutely beautiful. So if you are a wee bit scared of the highlight shades, honestly do give them a go. They are beautiful, or you could just use them as eyeshadows as well. So yeah, and so that just means that I'm just gonna have to go and get the other 2 myself. So then I got the blush trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I honestly do think that this year for me, well last year, was definitely the year of blush. I was never ever a blush girl. I never used blush. Like honestly, if you've been following me from the very beginning— shut up! Do they film here? I'm sure you're probably thinking I'm talking to someone, but I'm talking to my stomach. It will not shut up. I never used blusher. I didn't even know where to put the stuff. Honestly, I cannot do my makeup now without blusher. So I really wanted to try the blush trios from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Pool Party. As far as I am aware, there is actually quite a few of these with obviously the different colours of trios. There is lighter ones and then it gradually goes darker and stuff, so I'm guessing by the look of this one that it is one of the more darker shades, which I was okay with because most of my blushers are kind of all the same colour, to be honest, because I've just started using blusher, I have just tended to just stick with the same tones and colour and finish and stuff. So I just kind of thought I would vamp it up for this year and actually venture out into more colours and tones and finishes of blushes. Oh my god, did you hear that? I'm sorry if you heard my stomach there, it literally sounded as if I was taking a shit. I got a Jouer highlighter. I do have quite a few Jouer highlighters, but they're in the wee mini travel size ones. I got them last year, they were so cute. But that's just what it looks like there. I just love Jouer's formula. They're not like ColourPop's formula, but they just feel just really buttery soft and they're so highly pigmented and just creamy. And the shade is obviously beautiful as well, and that's why I got this one. So again, as I was saying, it's just like your typical coloured highlighter. It's just like a rose gold champagne. So the next palette is the Anastasia Glow Kit, and this is the Dream palette. Showing this on camera is actually not going to give the justice of how beautiful this palette actually is in person. It is absolutely stunning. So as you can see, they are very intense, like they're absolutely beautiful. Next up we have a translucent powder, and this is by the brand Elsa. So this is in the shade light to medium. So yeah, there's not much to talk about a setting powder, to be honest. It just says here that this translucent powder sets your makeup while smoothing out pores and fine lines and wrinkles, and it is weightless, blah 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 blah. Quite funny because like, see, whenever loose powders or setting powders or any makeup products at all say that they are going to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles or make them invisible or do something about them, it's so funny how a load of bollocks that is. So this is another blush from Ofra. This is their pressed powder blush and in the shade Chameleon. Ooh. Yeah. Lovely shade. As I was saying earlier, that I do tend to go for like the same shades in my blushers, because I've just kind of started to wear blush and I'm kind of scared to venture out a wee bit. This is the shades I was talking about. So it's just a very beautiful and natural like rose toned blusher, so obviously that would be quite nice. And I don't actually own a lot of products from Ofra, so that should be quite exciting to actually see what it's like. And in case you're wondering why I'm not swatching a lot of these products, it's because I do not like swatching powder products. I just don't find that it does the product any justice. You're not going to apply powder products with your finger. I know it's different whenever it comes to highlighters because you can apply highlighters with your finger. We have another highlighter. So this is in the shade Frozen Peach. So this is what it looks like here. And if I can remember back to his video where he was launching these, I think this is the one that he was mentioning and talking about that was more of a subtle glow and subtle highlight. I'm now a wee bit bummed about that because if I swatch it, yeah, there isn't very much, but yeah, there isn't much payoff, but I'm going to have to do some looking into with this highlight to see what the whole crack is. The next product that I have here is this wee contraption from NARS, and my sister got me this. And if you just open the top of it, you might have seen this on Cult Beauty because I know I did, and it just has two wee mini lipsticks in it, and I think these are so cute actually. This year in particular, that last year was really the year for me that I actually got a lot of travel size products and like sample size products, because I just kind of find that like skincare and makeup these days, including drugstore, has actually got quite pricey. So whenever you see something that you're really wanting to try or it's really hyped up or something, and whenever they offer like a sample size or like a travel size smaller version for like a fraction of the price, I just think that that's really handy. So you can try it, see if you like like it to see if it reacts okay with your skin and just see how you get on with it instead of splashing or splurging out the money of the full size product and it maybe not working out for you or you not liking it and stuff. So whenever it comes to like travel and simple smaller size products, you know, such as like makeup products and skincare especially, I absolutely love and I think they are pretty damn good. So the first one that we have here is in the shade Rita. So as you can see, it is just a beautiful true red, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just absolutely deceased at how small and cute it is. And obviously, as you can see, it does have like the NARS imprint on it. This next one is slightly darker, it just has more of like a burnt burgundy undertone to it, and this is in the shade Mona. So next up I have two lip glosses, and I did purchase these myself because I buy myself Christmas presents. So these are actually by Holly Boone. So Holly Boone, obviously here on YouTube, she is seriously phenomenal at makeup and she has came out with her own makeup brand, so obviously I have to do my bit and support her. She first came out with 3 lip glosses, so I just got the 2 of them and I got the 2 lighter shades because I'm not really a fan of like dark nude lip glosses. The first shade I got was Can't Deal, and I think this is the lightest nude that she has. This was the nude that appealed to me the most. It just looks absolutely stunning. I'm not going to swatch or anything because I don't want my hands to be sticky, but as you can see in the tube it does look like just a perfect nude. And the second one is called Yes Girl, and this is kind of more of like a pink toned nude. It's slightly darker as you can see, still pretty nonetheless, but I would say I will get more use and wear out of the first one. So I've never actually tried ColourPop's eyeshadow palettes before, such as their pressed powder shadows. I obviously have tried loads of times their Super Shock shadows. I have a ton of those, but I just thought because I love ColourPop so much, like why have I never bought an eyeshadow palette from them? So I was looking through the website and I decided to pick this one up. Reason being is obviously because of the colour story. I did have a makeup look in mind. As soon as I looked at this palette I was like, yes. This shade and these pink shades, this row here, oh my god, get on my face now, because I'm really wanting to do like a Barbie pink eyeshadow look. I don't actually think I've ever done one before and I think it's about time I do, and I am definitely going to use this palette, like this shade here, like yes. The next 1, 2, 3, 4 products that I have here is actually from ColourPop's new collection. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's their Dream collection. And this is the Dream Sequence ColourPop Super Shock Highlighting Palette. We all know that I have a very strong ongoing love affair with Flexitarian highlighter from ColourPop. Their highlighters, in my opinion, are hands down the best highlighters on the market. I just love them. So I just thought that of course I had to get the highlighting palette. This is obviously the highlighting palette here. I did get the Super Shock Shadow collection. Now obviously I had to get this because of the packaging, because usually the Super Shock shadows and the Super Shock highlighters and blushes just come in the usual white packaging. But it's all multicoloured and it's all pastel, like the turquoise one. How beautiful is that? So I'm actually not going to swatch all of these because I can't be bothered. But obviously I will be using these in tutorials because they are absolutely beautiful. So I did get quite a few shades of liquid lipsticks from Dose of Colours on the Beauty Bay website whenever they were doing their Black Friday sale. So the first one I got is in the shade Bitter Sweet. So I'm just going to swatch it. Yeah, that's a beautiful shade. It's more of like a strawberry, like watermelon red. There's definitely more pink tones to it, like more of like a coral deep red, but it's still really, really nice. The next shade I got is Purple Rain. So obviously, as you've guessed, and you've probably seen on the packaging, oh yeah, this is a purple. Oh, that is so nice. So I actually got this in mind of using it, I would say, yeah, as a liquid lipstick, but as an eyeliner as well. Although I must actually check to see if Just of Colours liquid lipsticks are safe on the eyes. I know Jeffree Star's are, which is awesome, but yeah, that's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful true purple. But then this one is Chocolate Wasted. Ooh, oh, that's so nice. So yeah, definitely, that's just a deep, true brown shade. Absolutely gorgeous. It just looks so delicious and chocolatey. Absolutely stunning. So next shade we have is Knock on Wood. Yeah, so this is just like a nude shade. It actually looks darker in the packaging, probably because it's frosted. But yeah, it still looks very, very nice. It's not very pink toned, which I like, because I do prefer my nude shades to be more cool toned and more of like a beige undertone. I'm first off going to swatch all the lippy sticks that I got. I have recently fell in love with these from ColourPop. They are so inexpensive, and the quality of these and the pigmentation, how creamy and comfortable the formula is of these lippy sticks is honestly incredible. So the first one I got is in the shade Trust Me, and this is a Matte X formula. I think I might just have to pull my wee sleeve up. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's pretty. This one is in the shade Chi Chi, and this is a matte shade. That's just them with like one swipe. You can see that this is more toned down. This is definitely more of like a coral red, by the way. As you can see, it's not as deep as this one, but it's still quite vibrant and it's still very, very pretty. Definitely very wearable. If you're not someone that's into like a very, very bright, bold lip and you just want to start off with something that's more subtle, this would be absolutely beautiful. Next up we have Fly Fi, and this is a Matte X shade as well. And obviously you can see whenever I'm swatching them like how pigmented they are and how creamy the formula is. This one is more of like a brick red one. It kind of has a wee bit more of like a brown undertone. As you can see, it's not as bright as this one. Kyle! I'm busy! I'm trying to swatch my arm. Hello? I did get 5 of their bullet lipsticks. These are the exact same quality as the lippy sticks. Absolutely amazing. So the first one I got is actually in a collab with Kathleen Lights from her Zodiac collection. I don't know why, but I ordered 2 of these, so I ended up giving one to my sister. So this is in the shade What's Your Sign? Just a nude shade. This one is more pink toned than this type of nude, like as you can see the difference. Nonetheless, it's still absolutely beautiful. That type of shade would be more of my shade on like a day-to-day basis. Any pinker than that would be a definite no. So then I did get 2 lipsticks from the Brown Sugar collection. So the first one is in the shade Chocolatier. That's it swatched. It just looks absolutely delicious. It just looks so nice. It's not as much as a true brown as the Dose of Colours one. I would say it has more burgundy and red underlying undertones, but nonetheless it is still absolutely a beautiful shade. Next shade from the Brown Sugar collection is in the shade Cinnamon. You can see how hard sometimes these swatches can be up here because I have really hairy arms. I actually prefer that one to the Chocolatier one. Really, really love that. I think that's really, really pretty. And it's in the shade 27, so it's just not really a shade I would actually... Why did I get that? Definitely not a shade I would ever wear. It's actually more of a shade that my mom would have wore like years ago. The next one we have is Trapeze. I think it's pronounced Trapeze, and I am so excited for this one. This one is an electric red, has like an orange undertone through it. It is stunning. You can see like the orange peeking through and how vibrant it is. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we're on to the final 4 products of this makeup haul, and these are the liquid lipsticks from ColourPop. So the first one I got is a Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade Fluke, and it's just like a lavender purple shade. I actually had this in the mind that I was going to use this as, again, an eyeliner, or maybe like an ombre lip or something with the dark purple one from Dose of Colours. Ooh. See how pigmented they are though, and it actually does seem to be quite opaque. I would say with like very pastel colours like this, like on the lips and stuff, they are quite hard to build up. They do start off quite sheer and can go a wee bit streaky, but I know this is just on my arm, it could be different on the lips, but as you can see it is very opaque and it is very pigmented. Next up we have a ultra matte lip, and this is in the shade Friday. So it's just a black shade. I have been on the hunt for a really good black liquid lipstick for the simple fact of my Disney villain series that I'm continuing on with in the new year. Obviously I have Maleficent yet to do and Cruella de Vil, so I have a few ideas in mind, but I really was on the lookout for a black liquid lipstick, so I just thought I'd pick this one up whenever it was on sale. So we'll just give it a wee swatch, even though how different would it be. Yeah, just as I thought, very pigmented. There's not very much you can say about a black liquid lipstick. Like, oh, it's so dark. It reminds me of nighttime. So next up we have the last two shades, and the second last shade we have is a collab with Shayla, and this is in the shade Season 10, and it is a beautiful red shade. Say there is not much between this one and the Ariba one from I Love Sarahi. There actually isn't much between that one and the I Love Sarahi one, but it's, yeah. Again, not much you can say about a red, it's just nice. Last but not least, we have a liquid lip, and I'm guessing this is in a collab with somebody. It's a Femme Rosa one. It is in collab with someone I can see here, but I'm not even going to disrespect the person by mispronouncing their name. But it is a beautiful nude shade. Oh yes, oh yes, 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 yes. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that nude is definitely up my alley. So yeah, that actually comes to the end of this video. I cannot believe we are in 2019. It is absolutely, it's crazy and it's just so exciting at the same time. I can't believe that it's coming up to my 2-year anniversary being on YouTube, and last night I hit 90,000 subscribers, which I was really like, oh my god, because at this time last year I was actually celebrating hitting 10,000 subscribers, and whenever that happened I thought I was balling. Like, I was like, yeah, come at me bro. I was ideally wanting to hit 100,000, but what can you do? I just want to say thank you so much to you guys as well, especially for helping me achieve what I have achieved so far in YouTube. Thank you so much for every view, every like and every comment. It honestly does make such a difference, and I see absolutely everything. Okay, so guys, that is actually all I have to say. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. They'll all be linked and listed down below, and I hope to see you guys all in my next video.